Hello everyone, good morning. Hope all are having a nice morning. Uh, Day to day, the effect of Corona is getting strong, and we should have the positive mind to get rid of it. Hope all are staying safe in their homes. If Corona wants to go and we want to move out of our home means we should stay safe in home now. So please stay safe in home. Yes. Hope everyone are following our Learn to Home webinar in day-to-day basis. Yes, last week we conducted six session of Learn to Home webinar. Many participants were there. I thank everyone who made the webinar session successful. Yes, the motive of this webinar is to sharpen your knowledge skills and to make you engaged other than doing works in home, to make you engaged in laptop for some time by making your time valuable. That's the main point here, to make the time valuable. Yes, time is precious, right? So we are making your time valuable by sharing our knowledges to you. Last week, we got a few response that our internet is not stable and the participants can't hear our voice, and we also got our net too slow here. So sometimes it happens, right? So, but many times it happens. Sometimes it should happen, but many times it happens. Here our internet is too slow, so we can't able to do the things as expected. So this week we have shifted our platform. Last week it was Zoom. This week it's YouTube. So I thank my team who made me a YouTuber now. So I'm also a YouTuber from today. Yes, we are in YouTube now. So we are conducting and recorded sessions, and we are making it live on a daily basis at 11 o'clock. So be here in our channel. Please do subscribe us, and please do encourage us to make more videos like this. Yes, I'm prolonging the thing too long, right? Yes, I will dive into the webinar now. Today we are going to see about meeting the infrastructure needs of tomorrow. Yeah, the word infrastructure, which means the things which are all accessible by public, is denoted as infrastructure, right? So, like roads, bridges, rails, these are the infrastructure in our world. These are the infrastructures which are accessible by public here in day-to-day life. So, now here in this webinar, I hope all of the domain people will be there, like architects will be there, like infrastructure people will be there. So everyone can know about our software now. So if an infrastructure people is there, yes, it's well and good. They can know more about our softwares. If an architecture guy is here, guy or girl is here, they can know about our other tools like infrastructure tools. They can sharpen their skills in other domain also. Yeah. Now, here I have made the topic like dynamic duo of Infraworks and Civil3d. If it is an infrastructure, in our Autodesk, there are three products, I should say. One is mother of all products, that is AutoCAD. You all know about AutoCAD, I think so. You should know about AutoCAD. If you are in the field of civil, we should came across the word called AutoCAD. If you are in site or if you are in design, all the places AutoCAD will be there. So three main softwares: AutoCAD, Civil3d, and Infraworks. Yes, I am going to show you about the duo between the Infraworks and Civil3d. Main motive of this webinar is to show you how these two tools put together, can make the job best to you. Yes, that is, so if you are working with Civil3d alone, yes, you can satisfy the job and you can give the outputs. If you are working in AutoCAD, yes, we can give the outputs there also. But instead of doing hard works, Smart work is great, right? So we should play a smart work using our other tools in the industry. We are going to make Infraworks and Civil 3D together to give the best output in a very short time. Uh, I'm saying the word called Duo, right? Infraworks and Civil 3D, but both the softwares has its own capabilities. We can compare the softwares, but both the softwares has its own capabilities. If we work around together with these softwares, we can get the outputs easily in a short time with the best output in the industry. We can get a best output in this industry. I will guarantee you we can finish our projects in the less time. That is, I am saying about the Infraworks project. We can finish the projects in the less time and we can get the very great output from these softwares. First, we should know about Infraworks and Civil 3D, right? So many of them will be new to these words called Infraworks and Civil 3D. Most of them will be new to Civil Infraworks, but not to Civil 3D. I hope so, because Civil 3D is a very known software in design field, in infra field. It's a very known software, but Infraworks is an newborn baby, so it's getting growing day by day. So we are making it grow day by day by publishing it to all of them. Hope within 2 years or 3 years, Infraworks will be a great tool in the industry. Yes, now about Civil 3D. Civil 3D is termed as Autocad Civil 3D. So in the name itself, we can come across AutoCAD, right? So AutoCAD, as I said earlier, AutoCAD is mother of all the softwares in here in Autodesk. Here in Autodesk, or I can say wholly also. So AutoCAD Civil 3D means Civil 3D is based on AutoCAD platform. So Civil 3D works on AutoCAD platform. All the commands you are using in AutoCAD can be used in Civil 3D also. The workspace can be converted into AutoCAD and you can work on Civil 3D also. You can use all the basic tools which you are using in AutoCAD, you can use here in Civil 3D also. Before 10 years or before few years, Civil 3D was just a plugin in AutoCAD, but day by day, later the demand of the software, they have made it as an individual tool and they have published it as an AutoCAD Civil 3D. Yes, the term Civil 3D, there you can see 3D, right? So 3D doesn't mean any visualization or the thing like that. But 3D means it's a three-dimensional software where you can give the inputs of three-dimensional, but it's not equal to any visualization tool or something like that. So you can't able to visualize the things in Civil 3D or see the output in a 3D manner or something like that. You can't able to see the things that like and all. So it's just a three-dimensional tool where you can give the inputs in the three-dimensional. Then the main power of this tool is it's a dynamic tool. So many of them would have heard about Revit, right? So as we all know, Revit is a bidirectional software where if you change anywhere in the project, it will be changed in all other views of that project. Same category applies here. So if you change in any one of the views in the project, it will be changed in all other views which is linked to it. So that is the main power of this tool. The main part is where and all we can use Civil 3D. Civil 3D is a designing tool which is used for drafting, designing and documentation purposes. Highway engineers can use this tool, surveyors can use this tool, rail engineers can use this tool. All the design engineers can use this tool. Infra design engineers can use this tool and bring their outputs very well in the software comparing to other tools in the market. Now a brief about Civil 3D is over. Then the next comes Infraworks. So our newborn baby, right? So Infraworks, basically they brought Infraworks to make a presentation, make it as a presentation software. Infraworks is basically a presentation software. At the start, Infraworks is a presentation software. What they will do in Infraworks is they'll be doing the modeling in Revit or any other architectural tools. They'll be doing the modeling in any other architectural tools. They will bring the model into Infraworks and they will be showing it to the clients. What Infraworks will do is uh, if I input an area name or a latitude, longitude of the area, it will show me the area in a 3D perspective view. So it will be showing me the area with all the ins and outs in the areas. So then you can show your client that in this place, along with these things around in it, our model is seated here. So we can show them in the live manner. So it will be a realistic view. They can see all of the perspectives, what and all there in and out in that area. They can see all the things over there. So that is the main purpose of creating Infraworks tool. So it is a presentation tool where they'll be doing the walkthroughs. They'll be setting the environment like placing city furniture. City furniture means you can place whatever you want to make it in the presentable manner. So as at the start they have brought Infraworks for this purpose, but day by day, due to the demand in the industry, we should make ourselves competitive, right? So what Autodesk made is they are making it as an engineering tool. So which is competitive to other tools in the market. So they are making it as an engineering tool. So it does all the work which Civil 3D does in the preliminary stages. So Infraworks can make all the things in the preliminary stages of the designs. So preliminary stages in the sense I'm saying about the tender stages. So we all would have come across the tender stages, right? So we'll be making the things for the tender stages. We'll be sitting a whole day or we'll be sitting for 2 days and we'll be making the things and we'll be pushing the quantities and pushing the cost estimator and all, right? So here they have brought it to make the things easy. They have brought Infraworks. I will tell about the Infraworks while we see about the software. I will tell about it deeply about it. So now this is all about a brief about Infraworks and Civil 3D. Yes, now we can see about our today's webinar topic, dynamic DO of Infraworks and Civil 3D. Okay, the dynamic DO. So as I said earlier, every software has its own capabilities. So Civil 3D and Infraworks has its own capabilities. Now I am going to show you how these two softwares works together. Okay, so Civil 3D is also a great tool that every day we are coming across a Civil 3D for detailed design presentation. Civil 3D is a must tool to use. But when you put it together with Infraworks, the output here, sorry for the interruption, the output we are getting will be unbeatable output. That is a good output within the short span of time. So we should use both the tools, right? So we are getting good output means we should rely on both the tools and we should extract the outputs. So the main motive of infra industry is, see, for an example, there are many peoples in our country. The population is growing day by day in our country, but the infra needs or less in our country, right? So the infra projects day to day it's growing, but the man hours or the quality engineers available is very less. Quality engineers available is very less. So we should make the projects happen in the short time so that we can do more projects and we can give more outputs in a short span of time. So we should make use of what and all the intelligent tools available in the market. We should make use of it and we should push on our projects in a short span of time. Okay. Now, a question to people who are using Civil 3D over there. So, what and all can Civil 3D do? As it is not an live interactive session, I will just say my answer. So, what and all can a Civil 3D do? So, in Civil 3D, we can we can input our survey data, which we found out, which we got from our surveyor, or which we took from the internet, or which we took from our previous projects or something like that. we can make an input of it, we can do the road designs of it, and we can do the storm designs also. Then at last we can do detailed design and documentation of it. So these things and all is possible in Civil 3D. So what are all the things? I'll repeat it. So we can make use of the survey inputs and we can put into Civil 3D, and the inputs will be grown as a surface over there. Then in the surface we can do a preliminary road design, we can do a stormwater design, we can do storm design, and then at last we can do the documentation of it also. Now let's see how these things works together with our newborn baby Infraworks. So let's take a look how both the duo works good. Now we have a situation here. So I'm going to explain you how these two tools are going to be a race winner here. So now the situation here is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a survey. I didn't get my survey inputs from myself. It's a tender stage. What I'm going to do is in a tender stage. We are going to make a project here. So I didn't get my survey inputs from my surveyor, or I don't have time to do the survey and all. For the tender works, I don't have time to do the surveys. So I will rely on the third party tool, like we are having Google Maps and all, right? So I will rely on the tool and I will bring that inputs into my Civil 3D, and I will make the surface and I'll make the things from it. So this is my project now. So how we are going to proceed on it with these two tools? Yes. So I'm going to show you a little comparison between Civil 3D and Infraworks, how fast you can do in Civil 3D and how fast you can do in Infraworks. Now here in the left hand side you can see video that is running, which the things we are going to do in Civil 3D. On the right hand side my Infraworks tool is there, so there a video will be running, how much time it's taking to do the things, the project which I said earlier, how much time it takes to finish it in Civil 3D and how much time it takes to finish it in Infraworks. Now we are seeing it, they are bringing the survey data from internet source, and they are finding out the place where they are going to make the project. So they are finding the place and they are going to give the inputs to Civil 3D from this kind. Or basically we don't rely on the steps. We'll be getting our inputs, whether it is in tender stage or whether it is in execution stage. We'll be getting the inputs from our surveyor and we'll be feeding it to Civil 3D. But here I have shown you that we are taking the inputs from internet source and we are bringing it to Civil 3D. Now you can see the points have been brought into Civil 3D, GIS data have been brought into Civil 3D. Simultaneously, you can see in the right hand side, I'm just opening my Infraworks, just opening the model builder. I am inputting the place name. Here comes my place name in my model builder. I'm just opening the project. Now the project will appear in your Infraworks. Yes, you will be getting the mail once the project is ready. Left hand side our Civil 3D is running. We are making the map over there also. Here now in the right hand side of my window, a Infraworks video is running. Here we have got that model in few seconds, in few minutes we have got the model, same model which we done in which we relied on Civil 3D. We have got the same model in Infraworks too quick, right? So the comparison is about 7 minutes in Civil 3D and 3 minutes in Infraworks. So you can see the real difference here. What we have did is, in Civil 3D, we have brought the survey input from some other source, internet source. We have brought the survey, that is our GIS data, I have brought from some other source, and I have made it input in Civil 3D, and I have cropped the area, and I have given my latitude and longitude, and I have cropped the area. But also in Civil 3D, what the thing appears is aerial image, that is my map, aerial image with only the contours of it. you can note my point here, aerial image with alone with only the contours. But here in Infraworks, within the quick time of 3 minutes, I have just inputted my area name, that is my latitude and longitude. The whole aerial image was there. I have just cropped where my project comes. I have just cropped the place. So a full 3D perspective view of that area is in my Infraworks now. Just 3 steps. Here more steps in Civil 3D. Here just 3 steps. Then you should know this point. What is my end result here is 3D model with terrain. That is, we got our 3D model with the terrains. That is ups and downs in the surfaces. Then 3D roads, what and all are the things available over there. If there is a building, it would be available in 3D. If there is a bridge over there or rail over there, all the things will be in 3D. So this is the first comparison about Civil 3D and Infraworks. Sorry, I have termed this in comparison. It's not in comparison. I'm just showing how fast you can work on Civil 3D and how fast you can work on Infraworks. But both put together, how you can work smartly. So this is my point. Yes, then the next thing is, now what we saw, we are going to see the comparison. We are going to see the odds and outs in it. So now with the Civil 3D alone, I have made it in 7 minutes. With Infraworks, I have made it in 2 minutes 30 seconds, right? Yes. Now, what are all the pain points over there? We are going to talk about the pain points. With Civil 3D alone, see, we don't have our survey inputs. So what we did, we have spent many more time in locating the data. So in taking the data from what source we should take the data, we have spent more time on it. That's the first point. Then the second point is, basically to work on Civil 3D or to work on a design tool, expertise level is must, right? So expertise level is must over there, and experience to get these data. So where to get these data and where to pull out the things, the experience is must. So expertise level and experience is required over there. Then there are many steps involved in this to bring. See, if I teach these things now to you in a span of 10 minutes, seriously, no one will be gathering and no one will be doing the same thing, will be repeating the same thing in your system or in your system, because it contains more steps. You will be getting confused in it. So we should look over it and we should do the things. So the experience plays here. Then at last, coming to the point of output. So we are getting just a aerial image with contours. We are getting aerial image with contours alone. Now coming to Civil 3D and Infraworks together, the matter of seconds, the matter of minutes is just 2 minutes 30 seconds. So we didn't spend more time on finding the data as we did in Civil 3D. A simple process. See, now if I say these steps in Infraworks, you can repeat in your system after my webinar finished, because it's a simple process. Open your Infraworks, go to model builder, just type the name of it and choose the crop area of it. That's it. A model is ready. So this is just simple as it's a basic level thing. Then the output here is 3D models with the terrains, that is ups and ins of the surfaces. Then we'll be getting the 3D roads, 3D rails, 3D bridges, what and all there. In the area, we'll be getting the 3D things of it. How we are getting 3D things? Many of them will be having this question, how we are getting this 3D things. These are all the things which we acquired from Bing Maps. So you would have heard about Google Maps, but many of them would have not been heard about Bing Maps. Bing Maps is a part of Yahoo. So they have the satellite things and they are acquiring the things and they are giving us, we are publishing it in Infraworks. These things will be a 3 months once they will be republishing it, because 3 months or 6 months once they will be republishing it. So the things which we are doing in Infraworks, it's which we can do for pre-survey, pre-engineering surveys, that is for tender works, we can rely on it because it has only 75% of accuracy. It doesn't has 100% accuracy. We will not say that Infraworks contains 100% of accuracy. We will say sure that Infraworks has 75% of accuracy. Then these are all for pre-surveys. We have shown the comparison for pre-surveys. Now for the post-survey, we cannot rely on Infraworks because Civil3d is the tool that does the post-survey things. That is the documentation, the designing part, and the drafting part all can be done in Civil3d only, but the things can be brought from Infraworks, so the time spent here is very less, right? If you depend only on Civil3d, the time will be hours and hours. If you spend your time on Infraworks and Civil3d put together, in your post survey also, the time spent will be very minimum and the results will be attractive. So in nowadays, how our clients are expecting the results and how our clients are greedy on it, because if you see, our clients wants the things what they are having in their mind, they need the things, right? So before and all, we'll be showing it in 2D views. They'll be telling how it looks. I want to see. We will be spending more money to it to make it in any other 3D software. To show it to them, we'll be spending more money on it. But now with the help of Infraworks, you can show them in the ease. You can show them that this is our project. This like this only it will be coming. You can show them all the things from the project, so they'll be happy and they'll be giving you the more and more projects. I hope so. You'll be getting more projects if you use Infraworks and Civil3d together. Yes. So the next thing comes here is, so first thing we saw about survey part, right? So as I said earlier, Civil3d does the survey work, does the road work, and does the rail work. Now we are here to preliminary road designs. So as we all know, Civil3d is a design tool where you can do the designs as per the codes. Now from 2019, they have brought IRC codes into it. Before they do have ASTO codes. So, but from 2019, we have IRC codes inbuilt in it. So we can make use of it and we can do the road designs in it. Now we are going to see how the road design works in Civil3d and how it works in Infraworks. The same concept which we saw before in the survey, now we are going to see it in road design. Now here our situation is to develop a preliminary road. Now we have brought our survey records, right? So in that survey place, we are going to do the roads in that survey place. So how much time it takes to complete in Civil3d and how much time it takes to complete in Infraworks. The road should contain engineering based horizontal and vertical design, because every road should contain horizontal and vertical. That is, our super elevations will be there, then the alignment curves will be there, right? So that and all we will be doing according to our codes. So then the cut and fill of the roads, then at last, as I said earlier, how long it will take to complete the things. What kind of skills are required to do in Civil3d and what kind of skills are required to do in Infraworks? As you all know, a basic skill is required to do in Infraworks. The expertise skill is required to do on Civil3d. A well-experienced designer can only handle the Civil3d projects. Anyone can handle the Infraworks projects. But yes, this is the scenario now. So now we are going to see about the comparison between these two. Now what I'm doing is I have recorded the things which we have done in Civil3d. You can see the left hand side video running in it. So what we are doing, we are acquiring the place where the road comes. We are just drawing the alignment in it. How the road comes, we are drawing the alignment and we are making the profile of it. Every design engineer would have came across these terms in their projects. They would have come across these terms in their projects, but other than that, many people are here, right? So alignments are nothing but our center line of the roads or center line of the uh, roads or rails. So then the profile is the section of that alignment which runs on the surface. That is our ground surface is there. There we are running a line. How that line based on the surface in the horizontal in a vertical manner, how the line runs in the surface. So that is termed as profile. That is horizontal sections. So that is called profile. So we have made our alignment in the project where the road runs. Then we have took the profile for that alignment. Yes, we are seeing the profile for that alignment. Automatically the profile is nothing but how the alignment runs in the surface in a vertical manner. So what and all the ups and downs are there in the surface. Now obviously we won't run a road for a ground surface, right? So we'll be having our fixed levels where our road should come, and how the cut and fill and how the horizontal and vertical curve should be there. We will be seeing that, and we'll be designing our way of the road. That is design profiles. We have our existing ground profile here in red color. We have to make our design profiles. These things can be made in Civil 3D. Now you can see here on red color line is running, that is called our existing ground profile, and the blue color line is our design profile where the road is going to run. Yes, now you can see I'm aligning that design profile here. Now we are having the documentation for documentation purposes. We are having the things here. Yes, now you can see we are creating a sections of it. Can you see the sections? Yes. So we are creating the design sections of it. Now the next part is we want to make an assembly of it, right? Assembly is nothing but, this is also an Civil 3D term. Assembly is a Civil 3D term. In other tools, other terms for it will be there. Assembly is nothing but your cross section of the road, cross section of the road or rail or bridges. So it's just a cross section. So we want to mention Civil 3D how the cross section should be there. There are many inbuilt assemblies in Civil 3D. We can make use of the assemblies, or you can make your own assemblies by using the libraries which are available in Civil 3D. Now you can see a red line and the yellow color lines are there here. The red line is called as an assembly, and this part is called as an sub-assemblies. So this is our lane. So this is our right side lane. This is our left side lane. In the center a median will be there, and here the curb, shoulders, that objects will be there here. Yes, now I'll run the video. You can see we can do all the changes in the assemblies. We can change all the things. So we can provide curbs and we can provide gutters. We can provide daylights of it. Can you see a road, that is a corridor, have been created in Civil 3D? Can you see? Can you see a corridor have been created in Civil 3D? So we have made the corridor now. So to make the corridor, we came across many steps, right? So we came across to create an alignment, then we have created a profile, then we have created a design profile, then we have created the assembly, then we have made our corridors. So now in the corridors we are making the intersections. So you can see I am intersecting the things using automatic intersection option will be there. So I am making the things intersections over there. Can you see? So the intersections we are making it. Now the roads at that place will be intersecting together. Yes, these things have been made in Civil 3D now. The same thing we are going to put it on Infraworks, how the Infraworks is going to handle. You can see your right side of your window now. Intersection part have been completed in Civil 3D. Just I am forwarding it in a fast manner, but these things are a designer can handle it very well, but the basic people who doesn't know about Civil 3D or something like that, they can't able to understand these things and they can do the things in Civil 3D. But now once the part completes in Civil 3D, you can see in the right side, we are making it in Infraworks in just 40 seconds. Can you see a survey which we had earlier? We have made the roads. I have just drawn the line, and I have drawn a line horizontally, I have drawn a line vertically. There comes my roads on it. I'll show you again. Can you see? So what we have did, we have just opened the project, we have just drawn a line, and in matter of seconds my road has been drawn over there in Infraworks. But in Civil 3D, obviously Civil 3D is a design tool, so we'll be having all the design perspectives in Civil 3D, so that it will take some time to create the roads in Civil 3D. But here in Infraworks, in a matter of seconds we can complete the things. But as we said earlier, Infraworks is a pre-engineering tool. It's a pre-engineering tool. You should make a note of it. It's a pre-engineering tool. 75% accuracy only will be there in Infraworks. Now I'll repeat the steps which we did in Civil 3D and Infraworks. So what we have did, in Civil 3D, we have survey records. We have drawn a alignment over there, and we have made an existing profile that is horizontal, that is vertical profile of it. Then the design profile of it, we have made the design profile. Then we have made the assemblies, how the road should be. We have made the cross sections of the road. Then we have run the corridors on it. Then we have created intersections of it. And the result is just an wireframe. You can see on your screen. It's just an wireframe on the ground which we have created. Now here in Infraworks, just 3 steps. We have launched a tool called road tool. We have ran the road where we need the road. Then we have made the vertical and horizontal road. That's it. The road with good intersections have came. You can see the output here. The intersections have made automatically. I didn't do anything. I didn't give an input to make an intersection or something like that. The intersections have taken automatically. You can make use of these curves. You can edit how much is the radius of this, how much of the width you need here. You can see the beauty that the cut and fills of this roads have also been taken into account, and it has been created the roads with the cut and fills, where and all the cut should come, where and all the fill should come. It took the things and it laid the road in that manner. The end result here in Civil 3D is a 3D output. It's an awesome output. You can see here in Infraworks. Yes. So now all can get a idea that how these two tools can work together, and we can make our works easy. Because for an preliminary works, you can just open Infraworks and you can do the things. We can just bring it to Civil 3D and we can do the documentation works and we can submit it for our approval, our head approval. You got it? Yes, I think so. You guys would have learned something from these two differences. Yes. So basically, we have did our road design in Civil 3D and we have made the roads in Infraworks also, right? In one point, after Infraworks, as I said earlier, you can do the things in Infraworks, preliminary things in Infraworks, and you can bring it directly to the Civil 3D without any losses. Civil 3D and Infraworks is a duo tools, so you will be having Infraworks icon in your Civil 3D, and you will be having Civil 3D icon in your Infraworks tool. So in both of the tools, the icons will be there. So it is a duo relationship tool. So you can directly bring the things between these two softwares, and if anywhere you change in these two softwares, the changes will reflect. So in Infraworks, if you change, the changes will be reflected in Civil 3D. If you change in Civil 3D, the changes will be reflected in Infraworks. This is the duo relationship of these two softwares. So once the preliminary design is completed in Infraworks, we'll be bringing the things to the Civil 3D. Here, our hero Civil 3D will play a major role, because to do the documentation purposes and the detailed design purposes, we should rely on Civil 3D. We should rely on Civil 3D because that is a design tool and that is an engineering tool to make the things, to make the outputs pakka. Infraworks is just a prelim tool which gives you the output in a matter of seconds or matter of minutes. But for the design and documentation purposes, you should rely on Civil 3D only. So I have named Civil 3D as an hero here. So you should know the difference now. Civil 3D is a hero, Infraworks is the new baby. So both of them, if they combines, you can get the better output and best output in a short span of time. Okay, so the same thing which we saw in survey part, we are going to see the differences what we have made in Infraworks and Civil 3D now. So you can see this in Civil 3D, it took 20 minutes to make a corridor with the intersection. Corridor is nothing but your roads. With an intersection, it took 20 minutes to do things with a high level of expertise. You should be an expert person in the design tools to make this 20 minutes happen, or otherwise it will prolong to an hour, it will prolong to 2 hours, or it will prolong to 3 hours. So high expertise should be there to make it possible in Civil 3D. But here in Civil 3D, in Infraworks, it's just a 3-step process. Anyone can handle a new, no, I can't say that point, anyone can handle a new baby, but here this new baby, anyone can handle. Yes, now as we saw 20 minutes and 40 seconds, there's a major difference here. So like that, we have a 10-step process to do in Civil 3D, alignments, profiles, blah blah blah. We are having 10 steps to create that in Civil 3D, but here just in 3 steps to make the things happen. Expertise level, highly expert is required, a basic minimum expert is required here. So more detail than necessary for preliminary design. See, if you are going to do a preliminary design also, I should give more details to Civil 3D to make it happen. For an preliminary design, we don't need a more accurate things, right? So we just need an output for tender purposes. For that, we don't want to give more inputs and waste our time. So that only the Autodesk says to use an Infraworks efficiently to get your prelim works done in a short span of time. So then comes to detailed design. We should really rely on Civil 3D to make the things happen. In Infraworks, there is no part of detailed design over there. So you should come back to Civil 3D and you should make the things happen. Then the results, you can see the results over there. In Civil 3D, we can do design documentation. We can do the documentation purposes. Anyhow, inside they are going to see only the 2D documentations. So Civil 3D does that things. So for a presentation view or presentation purpose, you can show your clients this is how the project looks. So that will win many prelim projects. So if you are in a tender stage, if you show your client that this is the project, this is how it looks in a 3D manner, he'll be more happy and giving you the projects too. This is a major criteria about Civil 3D and Infraworks. Now we saw we saw the basic preliminary road design right there. Okay, now we are going to see how I am talking about Infraworks is a great tool or Civil 3D is a great tool. Not like that. You should keep in that mind that both the software has its own capabilities. As I said in the earlier, both the software has its own capabilities. If you work together with these softwares, you can make your work best and you can do it in a short span of time. Now we can see how our hero Civil 3D does the detailed design part. So we have just saw the basic prelim design part, right? Prelim road design there, right? So here is the detailed design. Detailed design means so a labeling part, a section part, how to take the sections, so how it will take the sections, Many of them will be having a doubt whether it will take a section or not, whether then the main thing what we can do in Civil 3D is, as I mentioned earlier, we can do storm design and sanitary designs. Sorry, it's not design, it's modeling. We can do storm modeling, storm pipe modeling, and sewer pipe modeling over here in Civil 3D. If it is in infra projects, a must is pipes, right? So how the drainage system goes over there in the infra lines. So we are going to see a short video of how the detailed design works there in Civil 3D. So you can see the corridor which we made over there. They are just fine tuning the detailed design part. You can see they are labeling the things here in Civil 3D. So this is how Civil 3D is an hero here. So he can do all the things which a design software can do. So labeling is an important part and documentation is an important part in an output, right? So these two are the important parts in an output. You can see the things how it works faster. So how it connects to all the views. So you can see now the section views will be generated automatically in clicks. We can alter all the things here in Civil 3D. So it's as like as an AutoCAD, we can do all the things here in Civil 3D. Now we have brought the sections here. We have our documentation part ready here in Civil 3D. So you can see here in the left hand side, Civil 3D is still a big part of the equation. As I said earlier, it is an hero. Survey data processing, you can do what and all the things you want to process in the survey data, what and all the things you don't need from the survey data, what and all the things you're going to make the surface of it. We can do all the things in it needed for preparation of bidding. So you can do the labeling parts, you can do the documentation parts here in Civil 3D, other to the graphical standards and other to the code standards also. Yes. So yes, I don't want to finish this webinar with just a theoretical view. So I'm going to show you how the things works practically. So we are going to open the software. We are going to open the Infraworks software. How you should believe, right? So I should not say the things theoretically, and I should not wind off the things like that. So I will show you the things practically how it works in Infraworks, how you can bring it to Civil 3D, and how the DO combination works. Now we have seen the things theoretically. Now you came to an idea that Civil 3D and Infraworks will play a great role in your projects, and it will give you a best output in a short span of time. Now I'm going to show how it works practically. Now we can dive into the software. Infraworks is a cloud tool. It's a cloud tool and it's also a desktop tool. So you should have an internet facility to create a model. Yes, this is your Infraworks interface. So here in the interface, we'll be seeing day-to-day projects which we are working on. Now what I'm going to do is we are going to rely on model builder, right? So what I said, we just want to enter our model name. Sorry, we just want to enter the area name where we are going to do the project, your latitude, longitude, or just an area name, which will brings bring the whole area in 3D manner here in Infraworks. Now I'm going to take a place in Chennai where, you know, if you are an infra engineer, you should came across the term called Katipara Bridge, which is an massive structure here in Chennai. The bridge is about a roundabout, flies in all the directions. So I'm going to take that location. I'm going to show how the things are there here in Infraworks. So I'll type the thing called Gindi here. So we'll take this place Gindi race course. So can you see a map that is, you can see the Google Maps here. So it's not a Google map, it's a Bing map. So as I said earlier, it's a Bing map. It's all about Yahoo product. It's an Yahoo product. So this is our Katipara bridge. Can you see here? So how massive it is. So how many rounds and roundabout. So this is one of the famous place in Chennai, Gindi. All Chennaites must know about this place where Anna University, Tamil Nadu, great Anna University is located here in Gindi. Yes, now I'm going to take this place. So here we will be having four types of inputs here. So the first one is full window. So before this, I want to say a thing that only 200 square kilometer of radius is allowed to select in Infraworks. 200 square kilometer of radius is allowed to select in Infraworks. Now the window here is consists of 15.68 square kilometer. But what I'm going to do is the second option is drawing in crop region. So I need only this part. I need only this part or this part. So I'm going to select it from this crop region. Or if you want to select it as an polygon, or sometimes we may get a road project where we need only roads, we don't need other things, right? So at the time we can make use of this polygon, and we can make the polygon input and we can bring it. Then this is shape files. We can talk about it later. Now I will rely on this drawn rectangle. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw a rectangle of this. Now this is 6.81 square kilometer, right? So I'm going to name it as sample, and I'm going to give create model. As I said earlier, to create a model here in Infraworks, we need an internet connectivity with a good bandwidth. So to create a model, it has two options: to create a model in local and to create a model in cloud. Cloud is nothing but a BIM 360 server, an Autodesk server. Local, it will save the things in your local files. So you should have an login to sign into Infraworks to work on the Infraworks. To work on the Infraworks, you should have a login. So it's a login based. If you are saving it in cloud, anywhere, anywhere, you log in with your credentials in Infraworks. All the projects will be there in your login. Yes, now I'm going to give create model. After getting create model, what is that request failed? There was a problem. Oh my god, I don't know what happened. Uh, Create model. Holy, sorry for the interruptions. Sometimes it happens, right? So while we are doing a thing like this only, all the problems and all the errors will pops out in our software. So I'll give it again, model builder. Sorry, it's Genly, right? So I'm taking more time, I think, so I'll wind it off quickly. So we'll take a little part, right? So 3.68. Model name. What happened? Whether my net is in connect or not. Yes, it's there. Okay, let's leave it. Okay, what it will do is it will create a model, and it will take some time to reflect in your home page. It will take some time. It will send you an email to the registered mail ID which you log in here. So here we'll be having our login credentials which we logged in. We'll be notifying by email that your model is ready. A email will be popping out in your mail browser, so that we can come to Infraworks again and we can open our model. Now I have a ready-made model, the same place Kindi. I have the sample file here. So once the model is ready, we'll be getting an email and we can come to Infraworks here and we can open our model ready-made. So before opening, it will be asking you whether to save the model in local or whether to save the model in BIM 360. If you have a BIM 360 cloud access, you can save the model in your BIM 360 project, or if you don't have it, you can save the model in your local system itself. Now, can you see a 3D perspective view of Kindi is here now in our Infraworks page. So I'm going to zoom. I'm going to show you a magic how it looks. So if you have ever visited Katipara, you will not be surprised in it. If you didn't visit Katipara, it's a free visit to Katipara. You should pay me now. I'm taking you to Katipara now. Yes, here is our Katipara. So can you see our very own Katipara bridges here in Gindi? So as I said earlier, all the things in 3D manner, but it looks like a cartoon, but we can develop the things, right? So we engineers can develop the things how it looks. So it's just a base of that area. See, here one metro line is going, here one normal railway line is going in this side, here metro rail is going. So this is our bridge, this side is airport, this side is Coimbatore. So you can see all the perspective of where and all the buildings coming, what and all the things laid here, what and all the things laid there. So you can see all the perspectives here in Infraworks. This is just a sample I'm showing. You can check in your own soft, you can download the software and you can check the things over there. So how it works, you can check the things. Now, in a fast manner, I'll show you how the thing works here. See, now we have brought the Gindi over here. I didn't made a research of how the Gindi surface looks or something like that. I didn't made a research. Now what I will do, I'll just lay a road. So I'll take this portion. So here we will lay a road. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go create tab. So here we will be having road tab. See, can you see planning road and you can see component road. Component road is nothing but a 3D road, which is just for visualization purpose. But planning road is an engineering road where you can have cut and fills of the road and you can have all the quantities of the road and all. So I'm going to choose this planning road here, just a little bit, right? So here you can see a different libraries of that planning roads. A 3-lane road, you need a 3-lane road, or you, sorry, there is no 3-lane road, right? You need a 2-lane road, or you need a 4-lane road, or 6-lane road. How the road should be, you can see all the things here. So we can select our very own library which we need, which I need for my project. I can select the very own library here. So what I will do is, I'll select this sidewalk and green space. I'll just click here and then I will finish it here. Escape, escape. Can you see? In just 2 steps, I have made my road here. Now, as we saw in that video, how it is possible to make an intersections without any giving any inputs, man. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just clicking here and I'm going to finish it here. See the magic now? Escape. Can you see here? The intersections have been made. So I didn't give any inputs here. The intersections have been made. So you can do all the things here in Civil 3D. We can convert this road in a single stitch. What I can do, I can convert this road to a component road. And now what I can do is I can just click this road, add structure. I'm going to make this road as a bridge. See, I'm just starting it here. We will get a small bridge, okay? So we have short span of time. I'll show you how it works and all. We'll have an in-depth session on Infraworks. Many of them would love to learn this tool, right? So it's an easy tool. You would love to learn this tool. So can you see? I'll give escape first. Hope the bridge have came. Without mouse, it's quite difficult to handle the things here in Infraworks. I'll show you underground. See, can you see? A bridge has been made ready-made within few seconds, right? So this is just an sample. I want to show you how it works by just clicking the things, how it works. Before that, I want to show you another thing. As I said earlier, this newborn baby is becoming a man or becoming a woman day to day in day to day manner. See, you can see a cut and fill report here. So if I start this, can you see this magic? You can bet me, or you can tell me in any other software if it comes, I'll give anything you ask. So it's a great tool that gives you the, it doesn't give you accurate results, it gives an approximate results of the cut and fill quantities also. They are building it as an engineering tool. In the future, it will be a powerful and competitive engineering tool. Infraworks will be an leading engineering tool. You know this point. Infraworks will be an leading engineering tool in the future. So now they are building it to step by step. They are building it to to an engineering tool. You can see the cut and fill quantities. We can have the cut and fill quantities, and I can have my profiles also here, how it runs in the surface. I can do all the things before that. So this is just a short brief about Infraworks, how it works. We will have a separate session for Infraworks. So I'll show you how the beauty of Infraworks works on it. Now what I will do, I will export this part alone to my Civil3d. How it works over there, we will see. Let's do it quickly. I'll go to Present tab, and I'll go to Share tab, and I will make the export as IMX, which works on Civil3d ready-madely. So IMX is an Infraworks format. So .imx is an Infraworks format. So what I will do, I'll make a polygon. I will make a, I don't want my full project to be viewed in Civil3d. I'll make a scale up to from this to this. Yes, up to this should be viewed in Civil3d. The coordinate system, it will take it automatically. Where should be the file save? So I'll save it my desktop. It's imexport.imx. You can note the name. I'm just giving save and I'm giving export. So our IMX format is getting exported. So it will take a least time before it's getting exported. We will open our, yes, it's got exported. Now we will open our Civil3d tool. Yes, it's getting open. Civil3d 2020. Hope within few days 2021 will get released. Yes, we are hoping for new features in it. Yes, now what we will do is we will import this IMX which we have exported from Infraworks. We will import this IMX here in Civil3d, and we can see how it works here. So how it gives the input here good. This is our Civil3d. It's an usual message which pops in my Civil3d. Yes, my Civil3d is getting open. This is my first attempt to open Civil3d in this day, so it's taking quite long. Okay, we have got our new file here. So what I will do, I will go to Infraworks panel here. So we are having an Infraworks tab here. So can you see import IMX tab here? I told you, right? So it's a duo relationship here. So you can directly launch the Infraworks on Civil3d. Now the duo works beautifully here. I'm going to import my IMX format. Where it is, it's in desktop, right? Yes, im export.imx. I'm just opening it. Yes, here is our file. I'm going to zoom all. We have got our tool. Yes, can you see the corridor which we made there? The planning road which we made there in Infraworks reflects here. This is our surface. You can see all the native properties of the surface. If you are a Civil3d user, you would have used to it. See, can you see the surface here? Surface properties here. I will show you the profile. If you are not believing it, you can see the alignments over here. So these are all the names. These are all the names. These are all the streets over there in the particular place. Maduvankari Bridge, MKN Road, Vembuli Amman Koil Street, Venu Reddy Street. These are all the roads over there which has been inputted in our Infraworks. which came all along with Infraworks to Civil3d. Now, if you want to see the magic, is this a surface or not? You want to believe? See, I will select it and I will go to Object Viewer. You can see the ups and downs in the surface. I'll give it an conceptual. See, can you see? There are some ups and downs. So this is a real surface which have been bought from Infraworks. So it works nicely. So I will create an alignment patafat and I'll finish the things. I'll show you how the profile there, because you want to believe, right? So whether it is in surface or it's just in lines over there. So what we will do, we will draw an alignment here. Yes, I'll give escape. Now we have an alignment here. I will make a profile of that alignment. Create surface profile. So my alignment is alignment 1. So I'm going to give it for existing ground. Draw and profile view. Create profile view. Can you see? So there is an ups and downs in the surface. So this is not just a line. This is a 3D surface which gives you an approximate result from that land area. We didn't do any surveys. We didn't get inputs from any other third-party tools. We just went to our Infraworks. We just inputted the name. We just exported it. We got into Civil3d, and we have our things right now here. Within few minutes, we have made this output. So you can make use of these two tools together, and you can bring the outputs beautifully, and you can make it in a presentable view to your clients. We can achieve the things in a short span of time. This is what we need, right? So we want to complete the projects in a short span of time, and we'll be getting the rewards from our clients and getting the rewards from our higher ups also. Yes, thanks for the time. Thanks for watching. I'll complete this webinar session now. So it's been long, it's been quite long, it's been an hour. You guys are sitting with me. So if you want a detailed explanation about the Civil3d and about the Infraworks, you can feel free to contact me. So yes, this is my contact number and my mail ID. You can call me, or you can WhatsApp me, or you can give your suggestions on mail. I'll post an feedback link in the chat box now. You can post your feedbacks over there, and you can tell what and all the topics you need in the future sessions. Then please do subscribe our channel. Please do make us big in this YouTube world, and please like our like the video which we have presented now. Yes, if you have any questions, please do post in chat box. I'll reply to that immediately. Or if you have in your mind, and if you want to ask in a private or something like that, you can mail me, or you can call me and you can ask the doubts. We can have a separate session for Civil3d and Infraworks in a later days, in an upcoming days. Thanks for the time. Stay safe.